Thank you, colleagues. My name is Thobekani Lose. Yes, this paper was written by myself and also Mr. Jack. I'm presenting live from South Africa at the Nelson Mandela University. And I believe in New York, it's the morning. Here it's 3 p.m. In the afternoon. So thank you, Chair. Without wasting time, colleagues, of course, as the Chair indicated that universities and other higher learning institutions worldwide are faced with a novel context due to technological advancement and transition. And you will agree with me, colleagues, that especially due to COVID, a lot of things and teaching and learning has changed across, universities and also worldwide. Of course, in terms of this influence, non-factors that influence organizational success require new assessments to establish how they have been affected by the disruption of technology. As you know that if you're not willing to disrupt, you will be disrupted in academic space. So you don't have a choice just than to adapt within the environment that you're actually operating in due to the change of environment, of course. Of course, the objectives of this study were to explore the satisfaction of academics with leadership, creativity, innovation, and organizational performance at the University 5.0, as the chair indicated. Two, to assess the relationship between transformational leadership and organizational performance within the University 5.0. Of course, lastly, the relationship between innovation and organizational performance within the University 5.0 context. Of course, the about 200 academics from a university were forming part of the study in terms of they completed a questionnaire and also data was analyzed. Of course, the study was found that academics were satisfied with the leadership and creativity and innovation and performance at this particular university, whereby with the industry University 5.0. Of course, looking closer to the presentation, at present, business environment is being transformed, as I indicated, by technological advancement, and therefore by calling for studies in worker satisfaction with a new work context, it is needed. Of course, traditional work patterns have been disrupted, and also business models as well have been transformed or forced to be transformed based on the environment that we are facing. Of course, as I indicated, this study we're focusing on leadership, employee creativity, innovation, and organizational performance relating to each driven shift of education 5.0 within the South African context, of course. Higher education learning is witnessing an increase in terms of digitalization, automation, information load, data analytics, as well as connectivity and transparency, etc. As you can see from number of scholars have indicated that. Of course, the independent variables of interest were, as I indicated, employee creativity, innovation, transformational leadership, behavior, and also organizational performance. While the independent variables were work environment associated with the higher education 5.0. In terms of the literature of the studies, you know, colleagues, that from centuries to centuries, education has evolved. Education 1.0 in the 9th to 15th century, of course, which was teacher-centered, and then to education 2.0 from the 15th to 18th century, where knowledge and it was knowledge and exam centered when it comes to teaching. And then through education 3.0, the 18th to 20th century, which were student-centered, up to education 4.0, and the up to now 21st century was outcome of action-based learning. Of course, scholars has indicated that, of course, in terms of education 5.0, It is more about people and also realization of their creativity and the use of technological advancement. That is, the world has changed, and also we have to adapt. Of course, to establish the positive relationship between leadership and employee creativity, innovation, and final leaders to better perform. This study consider this relationship as a university 5.0 environment, which is characterized by the widespread automation, digitalization, with fourth, industry revolution, etc. Of course, colleagues, we employed, as I indicated, quantitative based and also a collection of questionnaires. Data analysis was one of, in terms of 200 academics at the selected university in South Africa, and of course, acquiring of their satisfaction and leadership, and also innovation and organizational performance and creativity. The university was, of course, selected purposefully because of its status, also claiming that they are the university that is aligned with Education 5.0. Of course, questionnaires were based on Likert scale, and also which were coded in terms of strongly agree, strongly disagree, rather, disagree, neutral, agree, and also strongly agree. So, of course, as you can see, colleagues, in terms of employee creativity and performance within an organization, there was a strong positive correlation for relationship between organizational performance and also employee creativity that was found. And of course, implication of the results as well. As you can see, I'm not going to go through each details. Employee creativity can result in improvement of organizational performance. This is evident that the organization needs to boost their creativity. And at the university that I'm at, we use what we call in entrepreneurship, that managers and also even teachers have to become like entrepreneurs, to be innovative within their space of work that they're operating, not only wait for the university management to be more creative in terms of delivery. Of course, in terms of organizational performance and transformational leadership, there was a strong positive correlation for the relationship between organizational performance and transformational leadership. As far as you know, that South Africa is also based with number of structural change, coming from apartheid to include CVT, allowing more people of color to the leadership position. That is key. And also in terms of the correlation was significant, and also the implication of this study resulted in improvement of, or in transformational leadership can result in improving organizational performance. This is evident that organizations need to boost transformational leadership, especially to include everyone as per the, of course, competency and qualification and necessary skills aligned to the duties and roles that they are participating. Of course, in terms of the finding when it comes to organizational innovation and performance, there was a strong and positive correlation between the relationship of performance and organizational innovation. This correlation was significant, as you can see, colleagues. Implication of the results also is that the improvement in organizational innovation can result in improvement and in organizational performance of the institution. This is evidence that the organization needs to boost as well its creativity and the performance at large, at all across the levels. In conclusion, as I indicated, colleagues, the study suggested that improvement in employee creativity can result in improvement in organizational performance in a University 5.0. And of course, the improvement in transformational leadership can result in improvement of organizational performance in a University 5.0. Of course, still recommended that university should improve their ways of doing business and their ways of teaching and creativity, being innovative, and also leadership style is very important in improving the performance of the University 5.0. So that was the presentation. The paper as well will be available, colleagues, to the proceedings, so you can check and read there in terms of intents. But as indicated, Chair, that it is very important that with our Industry 4.0, it is important that university takes charge as well to lead the delivery models when it comes to delivery and also mode of teaching and learning. Thank you, Chair.